Okay, so we're back with more Platimus coverage, talking about his current progress. On the last video we posted, you saw me do a speed paint of the concept art. That concept got handed off to Ben, who did the model for us. And then the model went to Annie, who painted the texture, did the UVs. And after that gets painted, it goes to Nick. And we're gonna talk about some animation stuff today.
Cool. I'm Nick, in case you haven't seen me yet. I've been on the live stream. My name is Nicholas in game. I've probably talked to a few of you guys, but I'm the lead animator on SmashMuck Champions, and I'm working on Platimus right now.
So at PAX Prime last year, the crowd came up with Dr. Jennifer, and it was sort of a nightmare because it was the first crowd design champion we had to do, and then because she transformed, you basically had to do 8 characters in a very small amount of time. How does that champion sort of compare to Platimus, who we got at PAX East? Like, is it even comparable? Is it night and day? What's the story?
Yeah, it's not even close. Jennifer was probably the hardest thing that I've done on this project, just as far as workload goes, because she is 2 characters in one, and then each character needs a full set of animations, and then there's the 3 different costumes after that, each with their own personality, which I thought was pretty fun to sort of animate them differently, but it's still the same character. Platimus isn't quite as hard. There are some complications with him. For instance, he has pets that I'll have to animate, and he also gets around on his tail, which is different than any other character we've done so far. So that should be fun.
Okay, so you talked a little bit about Dr. Jennifer's different personalities, and I don't really give you any direction with these characters. I mean, Autolus ended up with that sort of nervous, twitchy energy. What can we expect from Platimus and his personality?
Okay, well, when I got the model from you guys, he sort of looked a little devious and, like he was thinking about doing something really mean. So he's sort of playing with his egg. That sounds terrible. So he's flipping his egg up in the air, and he sort of looks like the guy from Clockwork Orange. He's a little imposing and menacing looking. So I wanted to push that as far as his personality goes.
Yeah, I definitely think he's a sinister character. He's flinging away his offspring, right? They're just ammo to him. Platimus has 3 different skills. I mean, everybody remembers probably from the roundtable video. He's got the eggs that he places. He's got the nest to help those grow, and then he's got the electrolocation, which sort of sends out his little baby puggles. Are you excited about the sort of possibility of doing the enemy reaction Puggle personality versus the allied Puggle? Like, how are they gonna be like? I'm just curious.
I'm pretty excited about the way they would hatch, how they're gonna come out, and just their run in general. I think is gonna be really fun because it's just this tiny little weird puppy-looking thing with a beak, and yeah, it's gonna be pretty crazy. I know he does throw them at both enemies and allies, and then they have to attach somehow to their body. So. It's going to be interesting figuring out, how to portray that this is a good thing, having this thing crawling all over my body, versus this is a bad thing, that this is crawling all over my body. I imagine it'll have a lot to do with them biting and scuttling around all over and looking uncomfortable. So.
Now we've got you all caught up on Platimus's current production state. Stay tuned for more updates. We're going to be showing off some of the effects that you can expect to see on Platimus, and then in-game testing. Some of that will probably happen on the live stream, so definitely check that out as well. Thanks so much.